It is exactly 10 p.m. in the studios of UBC TV. Hello there and welcome from me, Rukidi Edward Kijanangoma, to our second and final edition of News Tonight, this Tuesday, the 30th of October 2023. We're coming to you live online and on air from Broadcast House here on Nile Avenue. Now, the Prime Minister of Uganda, Right Honorable Robina Nabanja, has met the new U.S. Ambassador to Uganda, His Excellency William Pope, who called on her at her office here in Kampala. Nabanja welcomed the ambassador on his tour of duty and congratulated him for being deployed to the Pearl of Africa as the U.S. ambassador. We have more in this story.
Nabanja says that Uganda and the US are strategic partners and have enjoyed cordial diplomatic relations since 1962, when we won our independence from Britain. She says that over the years, the US and Uganda have worked together to promote stability in the East and Central Africa. Nabanja lauded the US government for its contribution to Uganda's interventions for reducing the HIV and AIDS burden, fighting the recent Ebola outbreak, and our national refugee response.
Welcome.
Thank you very much.
My office. Welcome to Uganda.
Thank you.
And welcome you to the Pearl of Africa.
Thank you. Yeah, no, it's a pleasure.
Uganda is a beautiful country, as you have seen. Because when you come and you're new, you may think we have not been doing anything as compared to your country. But in 1986, when NRM took over power, the life expectancy of Ugandans was 48 years. We have since grown to 64, which is a commendable stride we have made.
Nabanja appealed to Mr. William Pope to support Uganda's endeavor in socio-economic transformation, especially reducing poverty levels from 39% through the parish development model and other interventions.
I appreciate the USA for the contribution towards our health sector.
Yes.
HIV,
Absolutely.
and AIDS prevention.
Absolutely.
Recently COVID-19,
Yes.
Ebola,
Right.
and many others. So I want to thank you on behalf of government.
Thank you.
The U.S. Ambassador, His Excellency William Pope, assured Nabanja that his government will continue cooperating and supporting Uganda.
It has been a partnership that's been one that's saved lives, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of lives. And we certainly want to continue to support access to those services. That's an important area for us too, is that everyone, regardless of their background, regardless of their identity, regardless of their status,
deserves to live.
Can have that access.
Mr. William Pope has been appointed the new U.S. Ambassador to Uganda following Natalie E. Brown's recent exit.
Of Uganda has confirmed the return of Rwenzururu King Charles Wesley Mumbere to his kingdom in Kasese district after 7 years in detention following the 2016 political turmoil in which over 100 people were smoked to death under his command at Buhikira Palace in Kasese town. Omusinga Charles Wesley Mumbere was released with several royal guards he committed murder offences with after closed-door political negotiations with the government. Omusinga Charles Mumbere will be airlifted from Kololo Independence Ceremonial Grounds on Wednesday morning to Kasese town. However, the organizers of Omusinga Mumbere's return from safe custody have appealed to his subjects to maintain peace as they prepare to receive him on Wednesday.
The preparations of receiving the Rwenzururu King are in high gear. In all parts of Kasese district, the subjects of Omusinga Mumbere have rehearsing traditional dances and folk songs that will be exhibited during the home welcoming ceremony of Omusinga Mumbere on Wednesday this week. These culture dances are a symbol of love and unity in the Bakonzo culture. Speaking in an interview, the State Minister for ICT Godfrey Kabyanga appealed to the jovial subjects of the reigning Omusinga Mumbere to stay calm, maintain peace and unity while receiving Omusinga Mumbere.
The homecoming of 4th is still on. and people should be calm. The king is now free to move, so he can come anytime. Let people be calm, let them continue preparations of receiving him back home, and let there not be stampede, because people shouldn't be overexcited and all that.
Mumbere will set off from Kampala at Kolola Independence Ceremonial Ground at 9 a.m. aboard the UPDF Air Force chopper at Kasese Airfield, where he will be received by Omusinga Bwarinzuru officials, government, and security officers, among other invited guests, to the terminal before he leaves to Kasese Golf Course, where the reception of his homecoming will be held. However, Minister Kabianga informed the subjects of Omusinga Mumbere to focus on development and avoid being diverted by political opportunists as it was in the past, leading to the incarceration of Omusinga for 7 years.
Some of those people who are circulating propaganda that he is not coming are just the haters of development and peace. Yeah, so those haters are always there in this Kasese here. But this time I would like to appeal to the Banyarwenzururu that
there is no question that he is coming. Anyone who is trying to bring some confusion is doing it for his own purposes. If anything happens between now and October 4, we will also tell you and say because of A, B, C, D, the Musinga is not able to come. But
despite the flaring jovial moods of Bakonzo people to see the Musinga again, the presidential advisor for the Rwenzori region, Christian Mohindo, requested the people in the Rwenzori region to take advantage of the government program to fight poverty in the region.
That when these programs are in place, let's use them properly so that we can get rid of poverty. It is poverty which brings insecurity. And when everyone has something in the pocket, they will have no time to go on wasting time to go and fight their friends to steal, but to make sure that everything is in place.
According to the committee chairperson for the homecoming of Omusinga Warinzuru, Dr. Mumbere Walembang, Omusinga Mumbere will make his maiden speech of hope to his subjects at Kasese Golf Course.
Fortunately, for those who wanted to meet him and greet him, and he greets them on the road. Unfortunately, he is not coming by road. The Omusinga will come by air. When he arrives, of course, you know how people will welcome him. We will go to the golf course.
And now that is what is happening in Kasese as far as the homecoming of Omusinga, Charles Wesley Mumbere, is concerned. But of course, there's so much that is actually going on there. And in relation to that, the Rwenzururu Kingdom tribal clan heads have had final touches on the construction of a regalia house where Omusinga Charles Wesley Mumbere will perform cultural rituals signifying his return to the Rwenzururu Kingdom. Now, the tribal clan heads converged at a royal hill in Kasese town where the newly constructed regalia shrine is constructed to witness the final touches on the structure.
Over time, the regalia has become much more than just a crown. The regalia is made up of a collection of objects that act as symbols of royalty and are presented or invested to the new monarch during the coronation service. Today, tribal clan leaders from the Rwenzori Kingdom converged at the Royal Hill in Kasese to witness the final touches on the construction of a royal regalia shrine or house ahead of the arrival of a prodigal Musinga Charles Wesley Mumbere, who has been under detention for 7 years out of his kingdom. He is expected back home on Wednesday this week. The royal regalia shrine or house shelters two crowns, swords, an orb or sphere, rain, spurs, the bangle, and a ring, which are indicative of royal status for a reigning king, as well as the rights, prerogatives, and privileges enjoyed by a sovereign. However, trajectory of doom that befell the Rwenzori Kingdom indicates that Omusinga Charles Wesley Mumbere was arrested with his royal guards on 27th November on charges of treason, terrorism, murder, aggravated robbery, and malicious damage, Later, the king and his co-accused were set free after the government DPP dropped all charges against him, according to the spokesperson of the Rwenzori Kingdom, John Thawete, revealed that Omusinga Mumbere will arrive in Kasese at around 11 a.m. Wednesday.
At around 11 a.m., His Majesty the King will also fly in. Both flights will land at Kasese Airfield. Thereafter, the king will be led to his palace, a place that we have identified for his temporary residence. Why is it temporary? Because the palace that he used to occupy was destroyed in the 2016 unfortunate incident. This government decided to reconcile, it decided to let go what had happened. So I want to thank the government led by the President Museveni and his team for having reached that level.
He commended government for setting the king and his subjects free. However, the kingdom roadmap is to rebrand the institution by preaching peace, unity, mindset change, among others. Meanwhile, the kingdom officials are organizing a coronation anniversary, which is usually celebrated on October 19th to 10th every year.
There will be the coronation anniversary celebrations, marking 57 years of the coronation anniversary. The Uganda government recognized the Omusinga Rwenzori 14 years ago. So it's a dual function.
But what is the mood like around Kasese town ahead of the much anticipated arrival of the Omusinga Mumbere back to his kingdom?
Akalwa omumuliki tuli hano kwa mukonga owirihimba ebyaganda tetete ebikahimbawa omwabwame bwe Rwenzori.
And that is the mood in Kasese as all roads lead to that town tomorrow as they welcome their king, that is Omusinga Charles Wesley Mumbere. And of course, UBC TV will be there and will definitely give you what will be happening in our bulletins. Aside from that, Uganda will mark the 61st independence celebrations on October the 9th this year in Kitgum district at Kitgum Farm Institute. Now, among other things, the Minister for Presidency, Emily Babalanda, has said that only VIPs will be required to do COVID test.
The Minister for Presidency, Millie Babalanda, has highlighted on key achievements that the country has registered since independence, from the growth in literacy rates to infrastructure development.
We have put up so many schools, tertiary institutions, universities, hospitals have come up, and so many achievements as well. During that time, we had only, if I remember, we had only 600 kilometers of tarmac road. As I talk now, we do have 6,300.
The official event to celebrate 61st independence anniversary will be held at Kitgum Farm Institute in Kitgum district, and His Excellency the President of Uganda is expected to grace the occasion.
All Ugandans have been invited to attend. It's only the few guests who will sit near His Excellency the President who will be required to undergo COVID tests, which start on Friday, October 6th, 2023, and at the Kitgum Hospital for the people in Acholi sub-region. And in Kampala, the 2 testing sites have been provided at the Office of the President and at the State House land offices, Plot 58, Lumumba Avenue. All testing starts at 9 a.m.
This year's celebrations will be held under the theme, Sustaining a United and Progressive Nation, Taking Charge of Our Future as a Free Nation, with its roots on the founding fathers who visualized the country based on the rule of law. Sada Mubale, UBC News, Kampala.
Thanks, Saddam, for that story there. Now to the courts of law, where the confirmation of the charges against the 8 people accused in the murder of Major Muhammad Chigundu and his driver at the International War Crimes Division Court has flopped. Now this follows absence of one of the accused lawyer, Anthony Asimwe, who asked court for more time. Take a watch.
This case is before Judge Richard Wabirewejure at the International War Crimes Division Court. When the case resumed for confirmation of charges, this was impossible since lawyer for Yusuf Nyan's Anthony Asimwe was not in court. Lawyer Geoffrey Tuliamsima was holding brief for him.
Unfortunately, he had another matter in Family Division High Court before Justice Katie Rima. He requested me to pray before court that the state discloses to him. He also prayed for 1 month to have filed also his submissions. They disclosed to him, at the same time they serve him with their submissions.
Judge Richard Wabirewejure set 27th October 2023 to resume with the case. Prosecution in this matter is represented by Lillian Omala, and the other remaining accused persons are represented by lawyer Friday Kagoro Robert and Geoffrey Tuliamsima. Major Muhammad Chigundu and driver Sergeant Stephen Mukasa were murdered on 27 November 2016 in Kulambire, Kampala suburb. Meanwhile, the hearing of the case at the General Court Martial, where Major Godwin Joel Atwembe is accused of murdering his wife Marion Kamuhewa, flopped. The witness, Dr. Gilbert Akamplida, attached to Sembabule Health Center 4, who did a postmortem to the deceased Marion Kamuhewa, failed to appear in court. Chairman Brigadier General Freeman Robert Mugabe adjourned the case to 31st October 2023 for further hearing. So far, 5 witnesses have testified in this matter. Major Godwin Joel Atwembe is accused of murdering his wife Marion Kamuhewa and dumped her body in a military cantonment. Gordon Joel Atwembe was remanded to military detention. Deborah Namamonde, UBC News.
Thanks, Deborah, for that story there. Now, the Democratic Party President General Norbert Mao has implored party members to be focused. He said that there is a misguided and narrow-minded definition of opposition which has diverted most party members.
Norbert Mao was speaking to Democratic Party members in Jinja City at a Thanksgiving ceremony prepared by Honorable Ismail Kiria in Jinja. Norbert Mao said Democratic Party members should consolidate and redefine their goals.
So DPs, be yourselves. Be DP. Don't pretend to be what you are not.
He explained that the NRM with DP cooperation agreement has registered significant achievements.
Let us consolidate our base of true believers who share our ideology. The DP ideology is pragmatic nationalism. We do everything to support what works for our country.
Youth that is in DP today, because a youth would like to get easy things, quick results. But now, when you say youth coming to DP, you know that you are having a youth that is grounded, a youth that wants to build himself, a youth that wants to see that all Ugandans will be happy in the future.
The Democratic Party National Organizing Secretary Herbert Tutagwera said they are working on a roadmap to strengthen their political base.
Meaning we must organize ourselves and prepare ourselves for competition, because that is all politics is about. We have to compete with other political parties. So he does not support any bloodshed means. He knows that the only way we can
change the leadership of this country is only elections. It's through democratic means. But even if we complain that the democracy we still have challenges in democracy. It's very true. We have challenges in the democratic processes of this country. But
Ismail Kiria, also DP spokesperson, tipped the young people in discipline.
So we have gathered here as young people of the of the Republic of Uganda. Only those leaders who subscribe to those organizations so that we can celebrate together. This is the day to show our potential, and we want to appeal to our fellow comrades, the young people, that let us try to embrace respect, or let us have respect for our leaders in case you want to achieve what you want to achieve. Otherwise, if we disrespect the current leaders we have at the moment, then you'll be in position to actually be blocked, and you'll have nowhere you will go. You'll be blocked, and actually be your friends will be ushered in as far as politics is concerned. So let us try to embrace respect. We embrace also something which can take us forward as far as politics is concerned.
The caretaker of Jinjo, the leader of Jinjo.
Now, walkers have this Tuesday, the 3rd day of October 2023, crossed the Murchison National Park, covering a distance of about 55 kilometers from Oluyo Trading Center, that is along the Arua-Karuma Highway, to Kona Kamdini Trading Center. Now, done with this stretch, the team is now left with barely 460 kilometers, all of which should be covered with the remaining 14 days.
Day 6 of the 700-kilometer Nile Basin walk has been characterized of highs and lows as the walkers struggled walking through Murchison National Park to Kona Kamdini. The team was today joined by game rangers whose main job was to ensure security for the walkers through the park.
We are being guided by the officials from Uganda Wildlife Authority. We have game rangers with us. They'll be walking with us for the next 8 hours as we walk across this national park.
Tired and hungry, the walkers found themselves feasting on sugar canes for lunch.
Yeah, the walk has been so good, so hectic. No, it was like 50 kilometers. Stretch without any shop around, so it's like we've been surviving on water and some sort of, our soda is over now.
This lunch break also offers an opportunity for those with injuries to be attended to. And here, Dr. Grace Chand Santa's services came in handy.
The workers are doing well health-wise. They are strong without any major challenge, except one of them has a strain on the muscle, the ankle muscle, which we are giving treatment for. We want to give him a day today as we manage the strain, and by tomorrow he should be back on road with the rest of the team.
Murchison National Park is home to the famous Murchison Falls in addition to different animal species. With effects of climate change, there is fear of animals getting extinct.
For cooling their body quickly, in case it's too hot. Yeah, it will be a problem. It will force the animals to walk long distances to get drinking water. That was the problem.
By press time, the walkers were remaining with barely 460 kilometers of the must-cover 700 kilometers to Kampala.
Lydia Chomkama with that story there. Now, the NRM Historical Council met today at the Ministry of Tourism to discuss common issues such as politics, education and finance. Minister for Tourism Tom Obutimbe lashed out at corrupt civil servants who tarnish the government's image. He was meeting NRM historicals at the ministry headquarters here in Kampala.
Illegal things, is it? Threatening around, saying he's untouchable, is wrong, and we condemn it, and we can never be part of no support at all. If you have such a cases, please go to the police and report, and investigation will be carried out.
So we may wish to know that historicals per se, also as individuals, many are also died. Many have died, many are still surviving, others under different conditions. We normally would like also to have a platform. What kind of platforms we have for airing out the common concerns which they get, both at individual level, political level, and the social level. Those things need to be shared out.
I'm claiming that aura, is it, of being untouchable. But I'm telling you that in principle, historicals are not untouchable. They should not be untouchable. But there are people who could be exploiting that position.
There has been an outcry of some of the elderly people and some historicals who have been not been catered for. But as you know, within the government was very kind. They have put a kind of assistance to the elderly people.
Water, please. Can I pay with Momo? No. Hey, can I pay with Momo?
Here's our merchant.
Oh, very good.
7 mega?
20. Can I pay with Momo?
Unfortunately, no.
Baby, let's go.
When paying with MTN Momo comes with more benefits for everyone, it just doesn't make sense not to have it.
Hello, I've come for rent.
Can I pay with Momo?
Yes, you can.
Pay or shop with MTN Momo and get cashback every week. It's free of charge. Use the Momo app or dial *165*3#.
Do you need data collection services, data analysis and reporting, monitoring and evaluation systems? Then contact Mold Technologies, a professional research firm that has provided many organizations with timely research solutions for over 15 years. For more information, visit www.mt.co.ug or call us on 0704 913 399 or 0782 602 963. Visit our office in Kampala at Sayuni Complex in Tinda. Mood Technologies, your professional research firm.
So, you are ready to invest in Airtel's initial public offering? Good choice. I'm going to show you how to do it straight from your phone. First, you're going to want to make sure you have a Securities Central Depository SCD account. Dial *185*85# from your Airtel number. Choose Airtel IPO purchase from the available options. Enter your valid national identification number when prompted. Before you purchase, there are a few things you need to know. The minimum purchase is 2,500 shares. The share price is 100 Uganda shillings. Select the number of shares you wish to purchase. Choose your relevant broker for the purchase. Enter your Airtel Money PIN to confirm the transaction. Congratulations! You receive a confirmation message of your successful purchase.
Enjoy the true Ugandan coffee experience as we commemorate the rich legacy of Uganda's Arabica coffee this International Coffee Day. The Coffee Day celebration will be held on the 5th of October 2023 at Agri Evolve Limited in Nyabirongo Parish, Kisinga Town Council in Kasese District, under the theme Celebrating Arabica Coffee from the Foothills of Mount Rwenzori. This event is organized by Uganda Coffee Development Authority and Uganda Coffee Federation with support from Agri Evolve, USAID, Feed the Future, the European Union, Private Sector Foundation Uganda, Rainforest Alliance, Kenya Ports Authority, and EcoBank.
Did you know that you can safely and conveniently make your school fees payments anytime, any school, anywhere using Airtel Money? Oh yes! Simply pick up your phone and dial *185#. Select option 6, school fees. Choose between school pay, peg pay, or shore pay. Enter student number. Enter amount, confirm name and transaction. Enter Airtel Money PIN. A confirmation message will be sent to you upon a successful transaction. Airtel Money. Instant, secure, borderless.
Welcome back from that break, and this is our second and final edition of News Tonight, this Tuesday, the 3rd day of October 2023. Now, refugees and host communities in Adjumani and Yumbe districts have scaled up food production through block farming. Now, this is aimed at improving food availability in the current times when humanitarian food assistance to refugees has dwindled.
Refugees from South Sudan and Democratic Republic of Congo depend on humanitarian support from partners through United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees and Office of the Prime Minister. When donor funding reduced, it created feeding gaps in the settlements.
Some of the refugees currently cannot even afford 3 meals a day. Some of them have even cascaded down to 1 meal a day. It's my request, let's look for durable solution to climate change and hunger.
The Office of the Prime Minister, local governments in the refugee hosting districts and landlords donated land for agriculture.
The reason why I decided to offer my father's land to my brothers and sisters to cultivate is that to reduce shortage of food in the household.
So kai for toy on raki for dalo sora ma ine kara nzawa.
This has paved ways for development partners to implement livelihood projects like agriculture.
The Right to Grow project, a 5-year project funded by the Dutch government Ministry of Foreign Affairs with an aim of reducing stunting for children under 5. But for action against hunger, we are working in 3 refugee host districts of Adjumani, Chukube, and Yumbe.
From Pagrinya refugee settlement in Adjumani, Amilka Bako and James Maboka, who started farming after the intervention of AFCON against hunger.
We have been given land 30 by 30, and 30 by 30, that is why we use approach of Olum to use that small part to grow tomatoes, onion, eggplant in that piece of land. That vegetables support us in adding where we are getting from world food.
But when we came, we don't have support. When we meet with the project called ACF, and we accepted to dig, we got a cassava, we sell, to assist us. We use for school fees, for diet, for the hospital.
The host communities from Adjumani and Yumbe are participating in communal farming where they produce simsim, cassava, soybeans and vegetables through the 5 years Right to Grow project that started in 2021.
It's going to help me with the paying of school fees, our children, and then the others are for eating, others are going to put on the saving. Pest and disease are also a problem.
ACF, since ACF arrived here, they have tried to gather us and they have opened land for us. We have tried to plant some seeds around here. Since sun heat has attacked our crops.
Through the Right to Grow project intervention, AFCON against hunger secured over 3,800 acres of land in Adjumani and Yumbe to support both refugees and locals to produce food.
We have seen our farmers remarkably improve food and nutrition availability at household level. The farmer group that the minister launched, the 20 acres of cassava, have sold their cassava and have earned over 20 million. That requires us to work with the traditional religious leaders and clan leaders who are the owners of customary land to be able to donate that redundant land that refugees and host communities with limited access for land for agricultural production can utilize and have food and nutrition security at household level.
The sub-county chief of Odravo in Yumbe district, Mirga Onjima, says large-scale food produced by the host community also avails food to refugees.
Of course, they are giving them money, and this money, they use it to buy what we produce from such kind of projects, and even at the individual level.
Joseph Odama, UBC News.
Thanks, Joseph, for that story there. Now to Mbarara City, where over 205 Senior 6 students at Intaria School in Mbarara City have been indefinitely suspended for allegedly vandalizing school property. Now, the vandalized property involved recently installed CCTV cameras, window glasses, a water installation system, and part of the school fence.
The school headmaster Rampororo Sol said the suspended students were protesting the expulsion of their colleagues who were found in possession of mobile phones.
We were in defense of boys that we expelled because of possessing phones in the school. And they were like senior 6s and unattachable. So we said this is wrong, and we called in the police to improve the situation.
Rampoloro added that their action exhibited a high degree of indiscipline and had indefinitely suspended them to avoid occurrences of causing more harm to the school.
They damaged more property, the water system, the glasses, and part of the fence, cameras. So we said this one is too much, and we cannot leave them in school with that kind of anger. We decided to send them home to quench that kind of unsettled minds.
He said the school's Board of Governors will sit mid this week to decide the way forward following the indefinite suspension.
So the board will define the number of days, what they may need to pay to replace the damaged property, and how to handle them as they do their exams.
The suspension comes at a time when the Senior 6 candidates are remaining with only 1 month to sit for their Uganda Advanced Certificate of Education examinations in November.
Negative news from Ontario School there, but we do have some positive news from another school, and this is Ndeje SS, where the Ndeje SS head teacher, Canon Dr. Charles Kahijiriza, has lauded the school's parents for enabling the school management to carry out the development projects undertaken during his tenure in office. He was speaking during the Senior 4 Dedication Service for 437 S4 candidates, an event that was held at the school grounds. They are due to sit for UNEB later this month.
Canon Dr. Charles Kahijiriza hailed parents' support, which has increased the school student enrollment to 2,500 students from 1,200. Educationist Charles Kahijiriza says that the enrollment has been successfully increased without compromising the quality of education.
We are happy to receive you today. 137 candidates. It is the biggest class we have ever had in the history of this school. And it's one of the best classes we have had in all aspects. And we have very high expectations.
Guest preacher Reverend Henry Majuara assured Senior 4 candidates to avoid fear and trust in God's support.
Parents, we as religious leaders, and I believe the entire administration of this school, we know and we are sure and we want to affirm that you're going to make it in Jesus' name. Praise the Lord. So be strong, have faith, know that the papers you are going to sit are the same papers the other people in the so-called big schools are also going to sit. Is our school not also a big school? It is also a big one. Praise the Lord.
Then DJSS Senior 4 2023 Invictus class of students handed down to Senior 4 students that will come after them the state-of-the-art television screen that will enable them to properly navigate the new Ministry of Education and Sports competence-based curriculum, of which they will be pioneers. Viona Francisco, UBC.
We'll take a short break and return with the latest in business.
Uncle, you should see London. Oh, my boy. It has been 5 years. You should see Uganda. Yes. Uncle Marcus, huh? That's my former school.
Soon, there will be more than 1 million children learning like this for free.
Thank you, Uganda, for imagining it with us and making us the fastest growing telecom in the country over the past 5 years.
Do you need data collection services, data analysis and reporting, monitoring and evaluation systems? Then contact Molt Technologies, a professional research firm that has provided many organizations with timely research solutions for over 15 years. For more information, visit www.mt.co.ug or call us on 0704 913 399 or 0782 602 963. Visit our office in Kampala at Sayuni Complex in Tinda. Mood Technologies, your professional research firm.
The Women Trade Fair for this year brings you the Black Friday earlier than ever before. Get ready to buy what you need at a 50% discount. Home appliances like fridges, cookers, TVs and so much more. Boda bodas, tukutukus, soap, detergent, cooking oil, sugar, rice and so much more. Don't miss to get what you've been longing for at a discounted price of up to 50% at the Women Trade Fair Black Friday from 3rd to 10th October. Proudly sponsored by Total Energy, Science, Technology and Innovation Secretariat, Stanbic Bank, Uganda Breweries Limited, Tembo Seals, Uganda Bati, Simba Automotives, and Node Group.
Mazo kuwayo kumbaga ya mwene mu.
Nchowera ndi kulinda ondagirire momo pe.
Nigasta. Ndala mukaga 5. Star. Isatu. Ash. Yes.
Maze bambuziza enter merchant code.
Chamu nsanvu.
Nsanvu emirundi esatu. Maze. Abankobye enter amount.
Nditamu olukumirwa kopi.
Buti bambuziza pay using mobile money.
Yeah, mobile money.
MTN Central Point.
Chamu one mobile money.
Buti abankobye enter pin.
Buti awo pin yo.
Ndala
Kai pin bagisoma.
Manti. Tigendereire wena.
Pin tibagisoma.
Bampereza ka message.
Baba.
Ze namba ile nina mu olukumirwa. Campaign yo kumbaga ya mwene.
Ayi kubula ko ebitano. Dede basala.
Mama. Mbwe bya mama pe bya kusasa.
Alikwenda kuiba wama byabwerere.
Pay or shop with MTN Momo and get cashback every week. It's free of charge. Use the Momo app or dial *165*3#.
Welcome back. Let's have a look now at the latest in business, and we begin at Lugogo, where the exhibition at Uganda Manufacturers Association showgrounds at Lugogo started off with various exhibitors of products, including furniture, industrial equipment, agricultural products, food and beverage, and household materials, with new innovations, of course. Now, there was a special place for students' education pavilion for study activities, although exhibitors are still putting up their stalls. Now, the 26th Annual Uganda International Trade Fair 2023 will officially open on the 5th of October at Oma Showgrounds, Lugogo.
The 26th edition of the exhibition is on the theme Driving Manufacturing and Trade Efficiency through Digital Transformation and Innovation. Exhibitors are preparing new products from Uganda's raw materials. This year's exhibition will officially open on Thursday, 5th October 2023.
Purposely here to brand people's stores, promote people's products, clients' products. The one who have branded all these stores.
Various companies exhibited industry equipment which help in small-scale industries. Here is Plason Engineering Services and Supplies and Dura Motors.
The main products what we produce is the packing machines, filling machines, the capping machines, and we also can supply the forklift, trolley, and generator, air compressor. And for us, we are just think our best for the custom to save cost for them.
Dura Motors Uganda Limited calling everyone cross country to come to the International Trade Fair UMA. I'm calling you to come and see the advancement we've done in this tricycle. So whoever is willing to be here, you're all welcome. We have made an advancement in constructions. We have made an advancement to fit into constructions.
To promote products made locally, local cow ghee has been prepared to produce cosmetics.
At Total Cosmetics, we have amazing body care cosmetics, great for moisturizing, made out of cow ghee. Cow ghee is a deep moisturizer, and the products are made here, made in Uganda. So you can come check them out. Have yourself a family product for the father, the mother, the child, everybody in your home.
Various companies, including Prof Bioresearch, have trained people on health and showcased new products on market.
To showcase you, we have castor seeds. This is a new project. These are ancient seeds which our elders used to get fuel from them. And today we've brought them back on the market so that, and you can do it as a project to extract castor oil from it. You can apply a machine.
That stands for 4 Yambala icons. We stand for Yambala condom, Yambala helmet, Yambala seatbelt, Yambala the mask. Our slogan is Save Lives, Save Uganda. We know very well that in our country there's a lot of road crashes. We get accidents on every day. That's why we promote road safety. We are together with people of road safety. They're giving us the signs that people should be able to observe this, adhere to signs. And also, majorly, we work, this program is under support from Global Fund TASO, but this is a project done by $1 HIV and AIDS Initiative Uganda.
Now, MV Umoja, a cargo vessel plying the Mwanza Port Bell route, is now back after undergoing rehabilitation. The ship, which has successfully completed its maiden voyage, is an enhancement to water transport on Lake Victoria, more so to the Central Corridor route. According to Uganda Railways Corporation, their biggest challenge was consistency in providing what the clients need and the incapacity to serve. Dennis Tigoa reports.
Cargo transport on the Central Corridor has received a major boost following the return of the MV Umoja roll-on, roll-off ship on the route. Before it docked in Mwanza in 2019 for rehabilitation works, MV Umoja was operating alongside MV Kawa.
You know, we have clients here. We have one ship here, MV Kawa. It has all been sufficient. So this is an enhancement of our operations, and we really welcome it.
The business community, Marine Services Company Limited of Tanzania and Uganda Railways Corporation have been awaiting for the vessel's return. MV Umoja and MV Kawa carry a maximum of 1,200 metric tons of cargo per trip and can transport 22 wagons.
MV Umoja is back. We are back in business. We are here to offer convenience. We are here to offer competitiveness. And we are here to offer capacity of maritime transport as far as this route is concerned.
We have a lot of cargo that would be moving, but we didn't have the means to move it. So when MV Umoja comes, we feel excited because we'll be able to answer the questions of the clients.
According to the ship's technical staff, Umoja is in perfect sailing shape.
Voyage was very nice, very smooth, and all equipments and machineries installed as new had been operating smoothly, efficiently, and they performed.
I'm very proud of this because we've been booked even before the completion of the project. So now, as I talk, there are people inside there talking with the commercial manager. How do they start loading the ship?
Umoja's rehabilitation works that took about 20 months to complete cost the Tanzanian government a whopping $8.4 million. The investment signifies the Tanzanian government's commitment to facilitate regional trade.
So our introduction of this vessel is a case, is a business case to show that we are here for business. We are here to show competitiveness, and we are here to stay.
MV Umoja comes empty but returns to Tanzania fully loaded with New Forest electric poles. According to Uganda Railways Corporation, New Forest has an order of about 25,000 metric tons of electric poles destined for Mwanza. The return of MV Umoja onto the Central Corridor route comes with immense business opportunities between Tanzania and Uganda. The ship will be supporting the MV Kawa that is just docking right behind me. Dennis Igoa for UBC News in Kampala.
Thanks, Dennis, for that story there. Now let's have a look at how the Ugandan shilling fared today against the following selected local and international currencies. Sports news now, and after Uganda, Kenya and Tanzania being named joint hosts of the 2017 Africa Cup of Nations, Parliament has paid tribute to the governments of the named countries for a successful joint bid to host its 36th edition. The motion on the successful East Africa Pamoja bid was moved by Oyam District Woman Member of Parliament Sandra Santa Ogwang and seconded by the whole House. Speaking on the matter after the motion, legislators think the country has enough time to prepare the teams, infrastructure and the country generally.
Uganda, Kenya and Tanzania were officially confirmed as the hosts of the 2027 CAF Africa Cup of Nations on the 27th of September this year, which left majority of football fans in jubilation. Now Parliament has moved a motion to congratulate collectively the governments of Uganda, Kenya and Tanzania for a successful Pamoja bid to host the 2027 AFCON.
Not the first time East Africa is hosting these games, is winning a bid. 1996, Kenya won the bid to host Africa Cup of Nations. 6 months to the tournament, it was taken away and given to South Africa. So we must be very ready for this tournament if we are to host it.
The move of the motion, who is the woman representative of Oyam District Alum Santa Sandra Ogwang, says that the hosting of AFCON will give Uganda an opportunity for business, tourism, and also talent development.
Right Honorable Speaker, we have got a chance and we are really very happy for this opportunity. And it comes with a lot of significance to us. First of all, we are now and we have joined the light countries that have hosted AFCON.
Former Sports State Minister now representing workers in Parliament, Charles Bakabulinde, called upon Ugandans to stop the negative comments about Uganda hosting AFCON.
That we want to call upon our society to stop their negative comments. Instead of encouraging the team and all other stakeholders, they will look for negative sentiments on how the government cannot afford. You have heard the statement from the Minister of Education when we hosted the World Cross Country Champion. Thank you.
Other legislators called for a speedy construction of infrastructure.
We need timely execution of all the infrastructure enhancements. This will only be possible if roles are given on merit.
Now, after winning this bid, government is obliged to construct new stadium, and those stadiums are going to put a very big block on the development of sports in the country.
This will be the 36th edition of the competition and will be the very first time it's hosted by 3 countries. Because adequate stadiums adhering to international standards and equipped with proper facilities are imperative as per the requirements, government admits there is a challenge in adequate sports infrastructure and funding against other competing priorities. Shaidat Nasakum, Shamim Naiga, UBC News.
Two minutes to 11 in the studios of UBC TV. We've finally come to the end of this second and final edition of News Tonight this Tuesday, the 3rd day of October 2023. Thank you so much for having been with us. My name is Rukidi Edward Kijanangoma, wishing you a blessed night.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Headlines. A new dawn on Behind the Headlines with me, Timothy Nyangweso. Every Wednesday, live in our studios in the heart of Kampala. We have conversations that have analysis, explanation, but not every truth is fact, and not every fact is truth. Every Wednesday, 10 p.m. on your public broadcaster.
Broadcaster, UBC, inspiring Uganda.
This week on UBC. UBC, inspiring Uganda.